became All-SEC that year. Of course, the next 2 years is All-American and went on to a long NBA career as well. Definitely appreciate Kenny being here. Of course, he's been here in town for several years and as part of the landscape of Lexington, but still great to have him here for an event like this formally. So, Kenny, your thoughts on the reunion?
Oh, man. All great memories, except for the second half, obviously, of that ball game. I'm quite sure a lot of other guys have talked about it, but, man, I can't believe that it's been 40 years ago. Doesn't seem like it. You know, unfortunately, you know, I've seen some of the guys over the course of the last few years when Melvin Turpin passed away and Brett Barrett, you know, passed away, and then, of course, losing Coach Hall, you know, about a year or so ago, and then, of course, Melvin, Lake Kelly, who was an assistant coach on that team as well. So I want to recognize all of those people because obviously they can't be here, but they were a part of a special team. 1984 was supposed to be our year. Coach Hall told me several times after his coaching career is over with, he thought that was going to be the team to win it all, and he would ride off into the sunset, you know, led by the Twin Towers, Sam Bowie, Melvin Turpin, myself on the front line, Dickie Bill, Jim Masters in the starting lineup, Winston Bennett, James Blackman, Roger Harden, Brett Barrett coming off the bench. I think we had about 8 or 9 McDonald's All-Americans on that team, and this was supposed to be the team. And to get that close to realizing your dream even 40 years later, I still can't believe it. Played a great first half against Georgetown, and then unfortunately somebody put a lid on the basket. It's like a strange episode of the Twilight Zone or something where you just couldn't get out of a funk, and still hurts to this day. But the great thing is last night I got a chance to get with a lot of the guys and the memories and the stories that was told, the fun that we had on and off the court. A lot of people say it's the best team maybe in Kentucky history that didn't win a championship. And I know we were beloved by the fans, and that's pretty evident, you know, that we're back here today. Glad to be with these guys and can't wait to share more stories with them, but more importantly, to walk out on Rupp Arena one more time. You know, getting chill bumps thinking about it right now. It's just a wonderful place. A lot has changed in this place since I've played here. And obviously, Kentucky is the leader in college basketball when it comes to class personified, and the gold standard is alive and well with Coach Cal, and this team is exciting to watch. So hopefully they'll win the ball game, because if they don't, they probably won't invite us back again. But hopefully they'll win the ball game and put on a good show for us, and it's going to feel good to be in front of the fans. Is probably underrated leading scorer in the history of Kentucky basketball. I've never seen a guy that's averaging almost 20 points a game. And when you started talking about this team, you mentioned maybe 3 or 4 guys before you even mentioned his name. So, but you can tell that they like each other. The ball movement on offense is great. And once our big guys, you know, get into a little bit more flow of the game, chemistry, understand, especially in the SEC, that it's a very physical league, and they got to be ready to match that physicality. But all in all, love everything that I see about this team. We're not finished yet. I think we got a lot of improvement, and what a great I guess, late Christmas gift that we got today with Big Z coming back. So we're all looking forward to that. So I think this team is awesome.
This team gets a lot of attention for its camaraderie and unselfishness. Compare that with your team. You guys had a lot of big name players.
Yeah, I remember talking to Roger Harden one time. Roger was a point guard from Valparaiso, Indiana. We both came in as freshmen together, and we played all 4 years at UK together. And Roger and I had such good chemistry because we played together, you know, for so long. And I remember the first couple of years, Roger had a tough time going against Dickie Bill, Dirk Minifield, and those guys in practice, and it was very tough. It was tough on me, too, because I had to go against Charles Hurt and Derek Horde. But I was talking to Roger about it one day. Roger said, "You think that your job is hard?" He said, "I'm a point guard, and I'm on a team that got all of these McDonald's All-Americans, and everybody wants the damn ball, and I got to keep everybody happy." And he said, "That's hard, and the coach is on you." But the reason why I say Roger, you know, Roger went through some tough times early in his career. Roger wasn't the fastest or the quickest person in the world, but boy, he could pass the ball, he could handle the ball, and he was a floor general. When you say extension of the coach on the floor, I admired his way because he worked hard to get that opportunity to play, to earn that right, because it wasn't given to him. And by the time we got to be juniors and seniors, Roger Harden, the last 2 years at UK, was underrated, underappreciated for the things that he did from the point guard position of our team. He was our leader. I was the best scorer and rebounder and all of that, but Roger was the true leader of the team. And when you got your point guard that knows everybody's responsibility and what they're supposed to do, it made my job a hell of a lot easier.
Kenny, outside of the big games that everybody revisits and talks about, what's a moment during that season, that team, that stands out to you, that kind of captures the spirit of the
I got a big smile on my face because you all probably know what I'm thinking. You talking about from the 1984 season? Oh, that's an easy one. I mean, we had a lot of good games. You know, the Dream Game, you know, series had just started. We beat Louisville twice that year. That was fun. We beat Houston in a game right before, you know, Christmas. We beat Illinois in Champaign, Illinois. Then beat them again here in the Elite Eight. So those games were fun. But for me personally, 1984 SEC tournament, Nashville, Tennessee. I've been doing sports talk radio here in Lexington, a post-game show with Larry Glover for a long, long time. And if I had a dime for every time that I get asked this question, what did it feel like to make the shot to make Charles Barkley cry? And they said, "You're the only guy in the history of the SEC that made Charles Barkley cry." So for me, I really do appreciate that moment. And every time that I see Charles Barkley, I always let him know, don't forget about this 6'8" skinny kid from Roberta, Georgia, made you cry. So yeah, that's absolutely.
I got to add an addendum on that. You know, that shot is on that.
It's an ugly shot. It went in.
Yeah, well, the crazy thing about it is it looks like it defies physics. It hits the front
Yes.
of the rim, bounces up, it looks like it hits the front of the rim again, and then falls over the back of the rim.
That's that backspin on it.
There was, I don't know what it was, but it was something. Any other questions for you?
Kenny, you obviously have a very, very strong relationship with your teammates.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think, if you had won the national championship, how do you think that would have strengthened that relationship?
Boy, I mean, the personalities on that team was unbelievable. Sam Bowie was coming back from a 2-year layoff. People forget how good that guy was before his injury and everything. And if Sam if he never had those injuries, we're probably looking at 2, maybe 3 championships, you know, just off Sam alone. So have to mention that. Big Dipper, Melvin Turpin, the most unstoppable offensive forward. With all due respect to Sam, who was great, but Big Dipper could score all kinds of ways. He loved his pizza, loved his fried chicken and stuff like that, but you couldn't stop him on the court. Admired playing against both of those guys in practice because I was going, golly, I'm playing with these guys. I'm just a sophomore. Winston Bennett, enforcer. We need more guys like Winston. This team probably could use a Winston Bennett out there, but I guarantee you we wouldn't get pushed around much then. Roger Harden, flashy point guard, gym master, which three-point shot was in college basketball because he would have a few more points on his career scoring average. Dickie Bill. Think of John Wall and Tyler Ulis kind of got married and had a baby or something, you know. You could probably maybe get Dickie Bill, and, you know, that type of athlete, just exciting in the open court. James Blackman, my goodness. John Wall, maybe before John Wall. I mean, in terms of athletic ability, I can go on and on and on, but the camaraderie that we had together on and off the court, pretty much we did a lot of things together. I remember the year 1984 was when Purple Rain came out. Prince, who was my favorite artist. Every guy on the team was there to watch Prince, little guy in high heel shoes dancing across the stage. It just, you know, what was going on in college basketball at the time. But the camaraderie that we had was just so great. And to overcome all of the obstacles, to get to the Final Four, to get that close, you know, to your dreams and not realize it, you feel bad. But when you come back, you know, for opportunities like this, because usually they only bring back championship teams. So we probably didn't win the championships in terms of the NCAA, but we won the hearts of the people of the state of Kentucky, and we'll be forever grateful for that.
All right, Keith, thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.